Good evening, YouTube viewers and subscribers, and happy 2018. What I've got on the bench today is going to be a quick look video. I've got 3 small engines here I want to do a quick look at. Instead of making 3 different videos, I figured I'd just combine them all into one. So these are the engines. Let's start with this guy. So I know in some of my videos where I'm running some Enya 2-stroke engines, I think there was one where I was running the 60X or HX, I can't recall what it was, and I said, if you ever get a chance to buy an Enya 2-stroke engine, do it. So I took my own advice, and I did that. I found this Enya 15 Mark IV. I believe I got this on eBay, and it came to me just like this. No box, no exhaust. I didn't have a glow plug, I put that in there. But this is a nice clean little engine. Nice little engine's got a pretty decent compression. And I have to admit, excuse me, that I did already kind of clean this engine up. So this isn't what it looked like. It didn't look that much dirtier, but I did clean it up a little bit. But I was like, well, this sucks. I got this nice little Enya 15 engine, but I don't have an exhaust for it. So I was searching for an exhaust for this engine. And I was like, well, you know what? I wasn't having a whole lot of luck because obviously it doesn't have a screw-in, holes here for that. So it has to have a clamp-on exhaust. So I was looking and looking. And about a week later, I found this on RC Groups. This is an Enya 19 Mark VI twin needle valve engine. I got this off of RC Groups, as I said, and I actually bought this engine for the muffler. So I actually bought a muffler, and it came with an engine. So that's kind of cool. And it uses the same clamp-on style muffler that I needed for the 15. Now when I got this engine here today, it actually came with a spare needle, which was cool. I mean, who can't always use another Enya needle? But this particular engine is, like I said, it's the Mark VI. So it's got the angled needle valve. So I've got these 2 sweet-ass little Enya engines, 1 exhaust and a spare needle valve. And I think I got both of these combined together for $50 or so. So this is a sweet deal. This 19 will be a great one to go head-to-head with my Fuji 19 that I've got. And let me zoom in on this one real quick, because you can see this engine is very clean. It does smell of fuel residue, so it has been run at least once, but let me pop the glow plug out real quick just so we can kind of try and take a look at the top of the piston here. I don't want to go ahead and take the head off because I want to try and keep this video short, but let's see here. Yeah, let me stick my head in here. So yeah, there's a little bit of staining on the top of the piston. It's a little dark. So this engine's definitely been run. See if you can get a look at the side of the piston here. Yeah. So, nice little engine. I got 2 nice little Enya 2-stroke engines. But that's not it. The last engine I had on this quick look was this nice little thing. It's Carlson Engine Importer. Now, if you are a regular viewer of my channel, you'll know that I had another box very similar to this that actually contained a compression ignition engine, which was the Russian MK17. Well, this isn't a Russian MK17, but it is a Russian-made replica of the Elfin engine, the Elfin 149. So I got the box that came with that box, and this is the only other thing that I got with this engine, was this tag that says a 1950 Elfin 149 Russian replica, iron and steel. And then, of course, this beautiful little engine. So this thing is interesting because that crankshaft is just absolutely tiny. I mean, that thing is just tiny. And that nut, prop nut, is just minuscule really. And it's a iron and steel, which means I can't even turn this over by hand. It's so tight. So those of you that watch this and know a lot about compression ignition engines, let me know what I'm supposed to do, because I have a back condition that really kind of makes it so that I'm not really supposed to be hand starting engines, at least not flipping 30, 40, 100 times like I had to do a few weeks ago with those that Silver Swallow and that Mark MK17. So I can't be doing that anymore. But I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get this thing running. The compression, this thing is not even touching the contra piston at all, but it's just tight as hell. I mean, it's real tight, so I'm not sure. So I was looking at this thing, I was like, oh, I wonder how you take this thing apart. Just for the heck of it, I started to unscrew the head, and I was like, oh, okay. I guess you unscrew the head. So as long as it's loose, I might as well unscrew the head and show you guys. I mean, many of you diesel heads already know what this looks like inside, but you know, it was kind of new to me. So here's that iron piston, steel sleeve. Proof that it's steel. Proof that that's iron. Magnets attached, attracted to it. So it's a cute little engine. Just have to make sure I don't cross thread that. So those other two compression ignition engines, the Swallow and the MK17, have a similar screw-on backplate, and they came with a wrench. One of them came with a strange wrench, but I was never really able to loosen those backplates up on those engines, so I'm not sure I wasn't doing it right, or I didn't have it engaged right, but I wasn't going to sit there and screw with them. It would be kind of interesting to open those up. But anyway, this is the Elfin replica, Russian-made replica of a 149 Elfin engine that hopefully I'll be running very soon. So these are the three latest engines. I don't know when I'm going to get around to running them, but look for them to be run here very soon. This Enya 19 I'll probably run at the same time I run the Fuji 19 for the first time, which I haven't done yet either. So I'll probably do both of those engines at the same time, and maybe all three of these things, who knows. Now that I have to go to a separate location to run my engines, it's in my best interest to just take several engines and get several runs done at one time. But anyway, that's a quick look at the three latest engines in my inventory. Thank you very much for watching.